Hey everybody, and welcome to our special one-shots episode. Uh,
Special.
Very special
Hello,
one-shots episode.
everybody.
So special that I think
Greetings.
we are going to have some serious problems as soon as I switch overlays to the proper thing. And yes, we have broken everything. It's fine, I'll fix it as we talk.
Yay,
So,
everything's broken.
For those of you watching the VOD of this is the one-shots episode that we are doing during the 24-hour marathon stream. Oh my god. I'm going to just mute you for a while, Christian, until you settle down. Super loud. We're currently at our... What hour are we at right now?
35, I
30.
think.
We're at hour 35 and 34 minutes into this marathon stream that we're doing here. And part of the marathon stream is a one-shots episode. So we're doing it. However, we're going to do it a little bit unconventionally. We got a couple of different factors in here that make this unusual. First, there are no character sheets. These are not really pre-made characters. These are just kind of like on the fly, and it'll make sense as I introduce them to you guys, to
Dun,
everyone.
dun, dun.
Currently, no one knows who they're playing or anything like that. It doesn't matter. The second aspect that is interesting is that we're going to try and integrate something with chat, where chat can influence the events of the game through the message board system that we've set up via donations. Because during the marathon stream, if you are again watching this via VOD, we've got like these goals that we're trying to hit, and each goal unlocks a special blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter. So the point is, chat can say, okay, for X amount of money, we will have X action take place. This is not canon. This takes place in the world of Solemn, where roleplay and Mysticlix happens, but it's not canon, so don't worry about it. Anything that happens here does not affect anything else in any of the other universes. It's just a fun side thingy.
Wait, are you telling me that we're a canon? Like we're actually a
Not canon.
Or a human
We
cannon.
are not
We are
cannons, guys.
human.
We're all trees. We're good.
Yes, you are all
Oh,
trees.
okay. Okay, sweet. Haven't been turned. Okay.
Okay. Good.
That's very concerning.
Now, if we can just get these in the right place. Also, you may notice that the overlays have names from the last time we played one-shots, and these characters' names will not match, so don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Again, silly episode, fun episode, not canon episode. If that sort of thing bothers you, just skip it. It's probably going to be ridiculous anyway. We're probably all going to regret doing this. It's going to be one of those stories we tell our kids, well, this one time I played D&D with Neil after not having slept for 35 hours, and it was just really weird. It's a strong possibility. Would not be the first time someone regretted playing D&D with me. And I don't have a webcam because my webcam is being piped through OBS right now. Oh, well, duh, because I'm using OBS right here. This is one of those moments where oh, you're so tired, it doesn't matter. Webcam goes here. Up here like that. Why is webcam not working? Oh, because maybe there's a webcam down here. No, that's not working. Why is... Oh, wait. Got it, I got it. Because I just need to adjust this webcam setting. There we go. That should fix it. So, while we wait for Christian to come back. Alright, we all here?
I haven't left.
We all good? We all here? We all ready for this?
Sweet.
30 seconds.
30 seconds? Okay, no problems. I can easily fill 30 seconds.
I am ready.
Yeah, cool.
I like how my eyebrows have been subject to a conversation already.
Well, they
I
are...
am impressed.
they do stand out, let's call it.
I know, it's brilliant.
No, that's not
For
it.
once, someone has bigger eyebrows than I do.
We gotta get up this initiative screen. Oh, Jesus. Which should be down here like this. we got a lot of stuff to fill out because this is kind of, spur of the moment, last minute sort of thing. So a lot of stuff isn't set up properly.
Yeah, Maloney, you are kind of right.
One shot. Invite players, invitation link. I'm posting something in chat if you guys want. Here is the invitation to Roll20. You may need to make an account if you don't already have one.
Okay.
I think I might have. Never used it.
Oof.
Time to try and remember my credential. Yes.
Luckily mine are saved already.
Join game.
Yay. Sweet. All that stuff works. So here is the situation. The 5 of you are all farmers living on your everyday ordinary farm in a village, in a town, doesn't matter what town. We can call the town just about anything. I can only think of a few
So
things we're
Raekwon.
not allowed to
Raekwon.
call the town. Raekwon is one of the things we are not allowed to call the town. It is just some town somewhere in the world. Don't worry about it. Oh god, what have I done? I broke everything. Oh god.
Hey Neil,
Yes.
did you ever realize that you misspelled Koibu in Zoom?
Yes.
Okay,
I
just
misspelled
making
it like a million years ago. When we first opened this Zoom chat, it was misspelled. We are well aware of that mistake. So, you guys are going to have to give me character descriptions on the spot. Who are you? And I will allow you to have... All your stats are going to just be 10s, and I will give you one stat that you're allowed to have above average. And it will be 13 instead of a 10.
I now need to think
Watch
what
out,
classes
guys.
class I'm gonna be.
You're all classless. I mean,
Okay.
for the sake of the game, you're all first level fighters. But
Okay.
yeah. All right, Quantum Mech. Why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
All right. So, hello everybody. I'm Quantum Mech, the wonderful chat room moderator here. My character's name is Jeff, and Jeff recently bought this farm from.
All right,
some
so
old dude.
that's Quantum Mech. It was good playing with you.
Yep.
Because of
My
the,
guy's
for those
name
of you
is
that may
Jeff,
not
and-
get it, there's a dual purpose. To buy the farm, he bought the farm is a slang way of saying he died. So you may have, for those of you that don't speak English natively, or don't get American idioms. Anyway, continue introducing yourself, Jeff.
So his name's Jeff. He bought the farm from an old dude because he wanted a secure financial future.
Sounds like a reasonable peasant.
Exactly.
Okay. Exena, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello. I am Mr. Exena from the lands of the north, where everyone speaks in British accents and we drink tea. Yes. I've come down here to expand the empire in the name of Your Majesty Elizabeth II, and such like that. Yes. What?
Your character's name is Exena, and he's from England?
Yes. Power of England compels you.
But there's no England in this world, dude.
You think it's a, however, it is a colloquial name, England. It isn't actually called England. It's called Raekwon.
I am so glad your equipment wasn't working the other week.
Yeah. You should. Yes. Basically, some land to the north that resembles England, just with an I.
Okay,
I'm
Archivist. Archivist, introduce yourself.
I'm Archivist, one of the lovely people of the chat, and I'm actually staying up with Neil in the marathon.
Yes, you've been up all 35 hours, haven't you?
Yep.
You
And this
are,
will keep me awake for a few more.
you are a freaking trooper.
So, let's see. My character's name is Ezekiel. And let's say, do farms have, like... Let's say this is a farming village, right?
Right, right.
I'm the hound master of the farming village.
Okay.
I have I communicate with animals very well. Let's just say that.
Okay. Okay.
I provide all the farmers with dogs to herd the sheep and whatnot. So
All right. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Mr. Unpronounceable name. Our
Okay.
our Scandinavian entry.
Yep, yep.
Can you
Okay.
introduce yourself and your character? Please make your
Hello.
character's name something I can pronounce.
Yeah,
I will attempt that.
Yes.
just
Okay,
to make you
I'm-
remember my actual name, we'll go with Christian for my character's name.
Excellent.
And well, actually, this is my first marathon,
Uh,
and I've been watching roleplay for like 6 months or so, but I've never actually watched the Stigma Few, so this is my first time doing anything. So I got kind of lucky, I think. My character, Christian, is mostly just a regular laborer. He doesn't own a farm or something. He just works for a farmer called Jake.
okay, you just work for a farmer called Jake? You're a Christian
much,
farmer
yeah.
for Jake. Okay.
Yeah.
And our other Scandinavian enterer, the other unpronounceable name.
It's not that difficult. Okay, I'm Mr. Valvoja. I'm a casual follower of the series. Well, mostly roleplay. And my character's name is Bob. Bob Stevenson. And he works for Jeff. I was hired because Jeff needed someone to help him with the farm, with heavy lifting and such, because he is not exactly the strongest of guys. Let's be honest here.
Okay.
He thinks
Well.
too much.
There we go. So, as I said before, please ignore all the names underneath these players' pictures. That is not their name. We're not changing overlays or anything because this is like the 4:30 in the morning on Sunday after we haven't slept for. Oh, I need to put that overlay up. Yeah. Marathon overlay. Yeah, yeah. That overlay needs to go on. Stopwatch. There we go. That way you guys can see how late into the stream it actually is.
Oh, it seems I already have a fan base in the chat. This will go well.
This will go well. So, you guys are just hanging about in your little village. Name doesn't matter. When the church bells start ringing, and at first, it's just bells, whatever. And then you notice that the bells don't stop ringing, and you realize that holy crap, this is something important. Like this is some sort of like signal to the town to like we need to get together, like some sort of like congregation signal, because the bells won't stop ringing, and you know that there's nothing going on. Like there's no wedding, there's nothing significant happening anytime soon. So, you guys all gather up at the center of town. I take it, unless one of you is not going towards the center of town when the church bells are ringing, which would be ridiculous.
Oh no,
Hello,
I'm
Jeff.
full Daniel Craiging there.
Okay, so you guys all head up to the center of town, and there you see people gathering around, and the mayor of your town, mayor is a generous title, standing on a little box because there's not actually like a stage, and he's trying to calm everyone down. He says, "Okay, everyone. Now, there've been a few orcs spotted to the north in the forest, over near the hills. Now, I don't know if they're going to be a problem for us or not, but little Jimmy here," he says, pointing to a kid, "spotted him earlier today, and we need someone to go figure out what's happening." He kind of just looks around, and he's like, you, and you, pointing to the five of you. Can you guys go like improvise some weapons or something, or get what you need, and go figure out what's happening with these orcs? Because if these orcs are going to be dangerous to us, we need to know. And if they're not, well, then figure it out and come back and tell us.
I
Sounds
say
like
my
Smite them in
dogs will
the
take
name
care
of
of
the
them.
Empire.
Town name is not now. No, that's not the town name. I told you. No, we're not naming the town Inverse Raekwon. No.
Not that town named. Now Kia.
Especially, and yes, that's not the town name. And even if you were going to try that, $1 is not enough to name the town Inverse Raekwon. Not gonna happen, buddy. I said reasonable. Remember, reasonable. Okay, go. Take it away.
Okay. Oh. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Looks like we got some orcs to look out for.
Yes, we should smite them in the name of the Empire.
Take care of them.
Which empire? I'm not exactly up to date on modern politics.
It is my self-proclaimed Empire.
Oh, you're one of those folks.
Oh, that one, that one.
Oh, you're that.
Oh.
Oh.
That specific folk, indeed.
I look over at Bones like, it's that guy.
Yeah, I've
Anyway.
heard about this.
Anyway, so
Hmm.
you there, point at Archivist. You got dogs, you say?
Yes, many dogs, and I whistle, and about 10 dogs come bounding out of the woods and come straight to me.
Very good. This will be quite useful for what we're doing. So, Neil, he just said they're out in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
Just out in the woods somewhere.
Well,
Okay.
not anymore. Now they're with you guys.
No,
No,
the
that works.
orcs.
Oh,
No.
yeah, out in the woods near the hills.
Yeah, that one's okay. So,
You have vague directions to where the kid was playing when he saw them.
all right. So we don't want to go in there undefended. Any of you guys have any axes, or I've got some stuff back at my farm that we could probably use. I mean, it won't be much, but I'd sure take a shovel over a blunt stick any day.
Yeah, I have some hose back at the farm.
Nice.
I have this flag.
I
Great.
ponder a
We
bit,
can-
With
and
a
I
flag.
say, nope, just dogs.
I assume we can use your flag to impale them.
I like that idea. We could all just stick the flag in them.
Okay. Okay. So
Aim for the eyes.
Indeed.
how about this? We'll go back. We can go to my farm. I've got a pickaxe or two. I'm pretty sure that we can use for this as well. For those of us that don't have weapons, and I might have a knife just in case, but I mean, not too much. So let's get that and then head out.
So
You
good.
Sounds good to me.
Grab
I like
other
this plan.
supplies on
Let's
the
go.
way.
You're the boss. Let's
All
roll.
right.
To the farm.
All right, you guys all head out to the farm.
Yep, we go to my place. We get thinking ahead here. I grab some food for us, so like we have enough for a day,
Mm-hmm.
and then we arm ourselves with pickaxes and shovels
And flags.
Dibs on a shovel.
and a flag. Yes.
Do you have a flag at your farm?
Big flag.
No,
yes,
no, no, no.
pitchfork. I've got the pitchfork.
Oh, right, right. You'll have that instead of a flag then.
Yes. I just stuck I just took my flag and like duct taped a.
There's no
pitchfork
such
on.
thing as duct tape.
I tied it on. There we go.
With twine.
Twine. That's it. Yeah.
You twined it on.
Twined it on.
Twine it on.
All right.
Yeah, just like
So you've
that,
got
yeah,
a flag twined onto a pitchfork.
Yep.
Pointy end
Yes.
up or pointy end down?
As in, like, do you mean the bit which you like stick into the hay?
Yes. Is that on into the ground with the flag on
That's
the,
kind of-
the handle
that's
end,
kind of
or
at
is
the-
the flags coming off of the pointy end?
So what I've kind of done is I've rolled up the actual flag part, and then
So it's on the
I
handle.
put it on top of that, and it's kind of on the pitchforky bits on the flag end, so they get impaled with the cloth as well.
Okay. So the flag is on the pointy end.
Yes,
Okay. Good to know.
just to make sure they get smited with the full righteous well, kind of
Of the
fury.
The full blunt of the empire.
Yes, the whole front of the empire.
And I
Self-proclaimed
suppose,
empire.
And I suppose flag will be good for
All right.
mopping up
Your
the
hunting
trees.
dogs are
I don't know,
chihuahuas
things we need to
now.
claim, we just like,
They're chihuahuas.
Yes.
Okay,
there's a what?
The dogs are chihuahuas now.
that's fine with me. That's
Okay.
fine. My Chihuahua Legion.
Legion of
They're just kind of waiting
Chihuahuas.
outside. I don't take any weapons.
The Empire.
No weapons?
Yeah,
Okay.
just my dogs.
Okay.
Is there any like? Is there like a? Would you have any of those like sacks which you'd put potatoes in your farm?
A potato sack?
Yes,
Yes, we do indeed have potato sacks.
because I have an
having
idea.
a store of them.
Why don't we take a potato sack,
Because you can
And,
never be too
put hay in
Careful.
it, and then you wear it as like some kind of armor thing?
That sounds like it'd be
Stand-
very itchy and cumbersome. It'd make everything
Yeah, I don't know how that would
really
work.
awkward.
Friends, do we have armor, Neil?
No, of course not. You're peasants. Why would you have armor? You don't even have swords.
We have
What
Chat,
are we gonna?
we have
chat with
Okay.
donations. Do we have armor?
No.
Down.
$200 from Haney. They all have plate mail.
And +3.
For now, you have no armor, okay?
I sure
Are
hope
there
there's
any,
a convenient depot of dead soldiers with weapons and armor nearby.
Would you have any?
All
kind of
chihuahuas have 3 legs because equal opportunity hiring? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. One of the chihuahuas has 3 legs. One of the chihuahuas has 3 legs.
Okay.
You can't be a huntsman
That's-
or a kennel keeper with 3-legged chihuahuas, okay? Like, it has to make some semblance of sense.
I'll have one 3-legged Chihuahua, and that one's the pack leader.
Yeah.
And
One
his
he'll lead the
name?
charge.
Joe.
Okay. The
Would I-
pack leader. He's a
would you-
big, ferocious chihuahua.
Yeah, he,
With
he
3
had his leg
legs.
bitten off in a war. He's been through some shit.
Yeah. The town affectionately refers to him as Stumpy Mean One because of the one stump he's got and how mean he is.
Would you have any like a lid of a barrel or something?
Ah, yes, I do have a barrel here.
Because I just think if we take the lids, we can make them into a rough shield.
Ah, yes, we could. We could do that indeed.
So you're
Let's
gonna
do that.
carry these barrel lids around with you?
It's better than nothing.
Like a shield.
Yeah.
How are we holding it? It's a flat surface.
Well, it's quite
You
simple.
twine them around your arm.
You just like
Yeah.
skin a chihuahua and like
I like the
I don't know about that.
like
Okay,
not
now that won't work, but yeah, that is a good point. How would we
like get
Oh,
like
yeah,
some
got-
leather,
got some leather strips and nail it in
Yeah.
there?
get some leather strips, just nail them in, and then you have like something to go around your arm. It's like
Ooh, ooh. Let's use extra long nails so we can shield bash and impale people with the nails.
I like
yes.
that idea.
Why?
Origins.
Yes.
All right,
So
so
we
you guys
fashioned
spend a
ourselves.
couple of hours putting together these improvised shields,
Improvise.
improvised shields, and eventually you get to make work. $3. You hear the cries of orcs. Oh shit! I missed it. It went away before I could finish reading it. You hear the cries of the orcs close towards the farm village. Yes. Followed by one of the players have to say a catchphrase and say every time they hit and kill someone or something. And the barrel
I
lids
believe-
are now rotting. Okay. So someone has a catchphrase. I'm just going to make a roll for it. There's 5 of you. Roll.
No, wouldn't it be Xena?
It probably would be me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Conveniently enough, it
Makes
rolls a
sense.
2. It's Xena.
Yes. Time to think of a
There you go.
catchphrase.
All right, Xena, you now have a catchphrase.
God save
As you
me.
guys are putting together the barrels or these shields and everything, you hear the sounds of strange beasts kind of near the village. And also the lids that you're trying to nail through are just like they've been holding water for, like fresh water in case something happens, and now they're kind of moist and soggy. They're not the best of lids that you could have used, but hey, it's what's on hand.
It's what's on hand. And
Literally,
it's better than nothing.
literally, it's on your hand now.
All right. So we run off with the pitchforks.
Where do you run off to?
and shovels.
Arrows.
Towards
I
the
have a shovel.
bells, of course.
Rather
Oh,
than
no.
pitchforks, I have
Or
a nail in each hand,
pickaxe.
just to kind of fist weapon
Like a
punch
big
people with the
nail.
nails.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
this
rest.
kind of spikes.
All right, so you've got a nail in each hand. The rest of you have a pitchfork and a rotting
pickaxe.
shield.
No, I have a hoe.
You have a hoe. Okay, good
He
to
has
know.
a hoe. He has a hoe. Bob has a shovel. Xena has
First
a pitchfork
combat
and I have a
rolls for
pickaxe.
all PCs,
What's
NPCs
the
change to
pitchfork?
ones.
You've got the pitchfork flag.
It's a pitchfork flag.
All right, pitchfork flag.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So also,
Plus 8
first
of it.
combat rolls for all PCs and NPCs are changed to ones. Apparently,
Are we aware of this or not?
of course not.
My dogs are about to
Okay.
have some problems.
Oh dear.
Wait, all comp damage rolls?
Don't worry about it.
or-
Just don't worry about it. You're not
Okay,
going to do
okay.
any damage.
You're right.
Okay, so you head off towards the sound, and you see 3 orcs kind of walking towards the town. None of them have any armor on. They each have like, a crude spear in their hands. Strange beasts are now hellhounds Chihuahua hybrids? No. No, first, you can't
Oh.
mate hellhounds and Chihuahuas. And even if you could, not for $1.
Not for a dollar.
Orcs are inexplicably attractive female orcs. Okay, so it's 3 female orcs that are moving towards the village.
All for hotness.
And you find yourself
They're-
questioning everything you've ever heard about orcs because they're actually, fairly attractive females. I mean, they're still orcs, but you're like, wow, they, I guess orcs aren't as bad as we thought they would be. They're not wearing, they're wearing clothing, not armor. They each have crude wooden spears in their hands. And you see people in the village kind of like pointing and talking as you run up, weapons and shields in hand.
All right, I instruct everyone to stay
Hello.
here for a minute.
So, as
And-
we approach them, well, sorry, Archivist, but I'm like, okay, guys, be calm. We don't know what they're doing yet. Okay.
Yes, we do not know what the orcs that are killing stuff are doing.
No, they aren't killing anything. They're just walking.
I say I'll send a Chihuahua ahead to go talk to them.
Which one? Any particular one?
One that isn't Stumpy, because I don't think they like him that much. I
Okay.
send the most beautiful looking Chihuahua in the pack,
All right.
and I bend down, I whisper to him, and I say, "Try and charm those orcs."
What is this
And I
Chihuahua's
send him
name?
running off ahead. Bubbles.
Bubbles. Okay.
Bubbles.
Bubbles goes racing after the orcs, and like all Chihuahuas, starts yapping.
Oh dear.
One of the orcs hits on Lamia. Lamia is supposed to be you, Quantum Mech.
Okay.
You guys hear rustling the
If-
trees behind the female orcs. Okay. So the Chihuahua starts running up, and there's a strange noise coming from some of the trees behind the female orcs as the Chihuahua starts barking. And then the Chihuahua, the orcs look over at it, and I need, Archivist, I need you to make a... So what was your character's name, Archivist?
Ezekiel.
Zekio. I need you to make a charisma roll for your Chihuahua. It would just be a d20 plus... I guess your Chihuahua's charisma would be 10. So d20 plus 10.
Okay. 21.
21. Okay. The female orc kind of kneels down and then starts petting the Chihuahua. Suddenly a gnome runs past carrying 2 chickens. When all of a sudden a gnome jumps out of a tree from behind the orcs where you heard this rustling noise. 1 chicken in each hand and just starts bolting past the orc,
So,
panting,
can
and like
I-
kind of runs towards town, right towards you guys.
Living
Can
on
I
the
kinda-
chickens.
What?
Stop
Living
him.
or dead chickens?
Living. They are struggling and squawking as best as they can.
Can I kind of like couch my
Grab him.
flag spear thingy and like just charge at him?
At the
The gnome?
gnome?
The gnome. Yeah.
So you
Mr.
want to
Xeno,
charge the gnome with your spear, with your weapon.
Yeah. He looks like he's a chicken thief. That's not.
Did you ever get your catchphrase?
Oh, I've been
Long
given
live the
many
queen.
suggestions.
Here's a catchphrase that chat has demanded for you. You whisper in victims' ears, "I have pierced you like I pierced your mother." That is your catchphrase. I have pierced you like I pierced your mother.
Okay.
Okay.
So as I go past him and miss him horribly, I'm going to like turn and whisper in him, "I missed you like I missed your mother." And then,
All right. So you charge at this guy. You take a stab. You roll a 1. Give me a saving throw versus, a critical resistance check. So a
that's
D20
D20.
plus 6. D20 plus 6.
Oh.
You got to do /R
Yeah.
space D20 plus 6. 18.
18.
Miss. Fail. So, you stumble and you get a slight penalty to your initiative, but nothing too serious. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you completely miss the gnome with the chickens in the hands. The female orcs, startled by the gnome jumping out of the tree behind them because they totally didn't see it, startled by you charging the gnome, and the chickens and everything kind of back up and get their spears kind of up and readied and look nervous and like they're about to strike.
Whoa there, Sir Gnome. Where do you think you're going?
Who do you think you are, Hitler?
I'm not. What are you doing with those chickens?
What the hell are you doing making gestures like that? You should know better than that.
Gestures like what?
He makes the same sign that you did. You can't see me because you can't see my webcam.
What?
Mother changes to father in the catchphrase now. Your new catchphrase is "I pierced you like I pierced your father."
Ooh, interesting character development
Yeah.
here.
Whatever, dude. Get out of my way. He starts to walk past you and gives you a light kick in the shins as he goes by.
Oh, upon seeing him insult and injure my boss like that, I go in for a shovel bash.
Okay.
Oh shoot.
First roll for all PCs and NPCs are changed to 1s. You critically fumble. Roll a saving throw versus
Wait, doesn't
critical
he as
resistance
well?
check. The gnome?
Yeah,
It's
he
not.
kicked me.
It's a gentle kick. It's not a combat kick.
So roll d20.
D20 plus 6 /R space D20 plus 6. 20. Oh yeah, excellent. Okay, no problems. No critical fumble. You just miss.
I felt empathy for the chickens and didn't put all my effort into it.
Wait, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
I felt empathy for the chickens and just didn't want to hit them as well.
Okay, it makes sense. Makes sense. The orcs kind of start to back up a little bit. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Oh wait,
Um,
what's the orcs over there? But the gnome, what do you?
The gnome is
Gnome,
walking
what
into the town.
He's not running anymore.
No. He slowed down once he got past the orcs.
Okay, so he's afraid of the orcs. Right, okay, so I see that he's just afraid of the orcs, and like, okay, we can let someone else deal with him. Because if he stole those chickens, he'd still be running.
Yeah.
Or at least if he stole them from town. So, I guess, okay, guys, let's deal with the orcs, see what they're up to. So, I approach the orcs.
what's the status of Bubbles?
Okay,
Okay.
apparently the orcs' spears are you've mistaken them. They're actually leather handbags, spiked leather handbags.
Are you sure? How old are these? Are they like 90 or something?
No, they are fearsome and beautiful orc women with well-toned muscles and handbags with spikes on them. That they're kind of like swinging menacingly, almost like a morning star. An army of chickens comes running after the gnome. Okay, so that'll happen in a minute. Give me a sec. What are you guys doing?
I stroll up to the orcs with my hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
What do you do with the
I
nails that
say-
were in your hands?
I slip them into my bag
Okay.
before I do this. I
Okay.
walk up slowly with my hands up and I say, "You can keep Bubbles if you leave us alone."
like, well,
One of the orcs goes, "We were looking for food.
oh,
We've
Well,
lost all
you
the
could
food."
eat Bubbles.
Um,
That's some food.
I look
Yeah,
down
but
at the
not
chihuahua and
much.
it's
It's a
like,
chihuahua.
this
It's
dog
like-
is Bubbles.
Yes. Yes, that
Yes.
dog is
the
Bubbles.
dog is Bubbles.
We will take your offering. And at this point, you hear a as a flood of chickens starts running after from behind the orcs. The orcs turn around, take their handbags, and they just start swiping at the ground, trying to hit as many of them as they can. Upon seeing this, the gnome hears the noise, looks behind, gets a look of pure terror over his face, and just runs as fast as he can.
And at the passing chickens, they're like, "There's your food."
My empathy for the chickens is
So-
waning.
I
They
just shout,
turn-
brace for chicken impact.
Exeboe. I'm not. That's getting too far out of hand. That's out of hand. We got to make this. We're not going that far. Okay.
PG-13.
They turn their back to us to face the chickens.
The orcs. They
Yeah.
kind of just like turn so their sides are towards you, but you guys aren't within closing range except for Archivist. He's kind of close. The rest of you are fairly far away, and they're just like swinging bags at whatever chicken comes by them.
So they seem pretty preoccupied.
Absolutely preoccupied.
Okay, well, I pull a war horn out of my bag. I blow it, and I yell "charge!" And I run forward with my legion of dogs behind me.
Okay. Your dogs charge with you and immediately start attacking chickens left, right, and center.
Good.
God.
I mean, they're
Upon
hunting
hearing
dogs.
the-
They immediately think you're going after the chickens. Because
Upon hearing,
Like, yes, we can help the orcs here. Very, very good thinking. With this much chicken, we could probably sell it and make quite the profit.
upon hearing this, I just charge at chickens.
If
Charge
we kill
at
the
the chick-
chickens, maybe the orcs will befriend us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. So we start killing chickens, man. That's
Yeah.
some good
Alright.
profit right there.
so everyone charges in, and after everyone somehow manages to fumble all of their first rounds.
Ah, this is my
Um,
first round.
Yeah, except for you.
Neither
Uh,
is mine.
you guys kill perhaps 24 chickens. The rest, like, just run through town, and
After the gnome.
you get the ones that you can, and the orcs, meanwhile, are like picking up the ones that have run, like that have fallen or dead or stunned or whatever, and like tucking them under their arms. And you find that you are appreciating the through many aspects of these orcs. They are quite attractive. Not just on a physical level, there's other,
It's what
you
the
come to
inside
appreciate the
has.
orcs in some small capacity. You're not looking up to them, but they handle themselves well. What do you guys do at this point? And I kind of regret doing this. This is a ridiculous campaign.
I bring whatever chickens I've rounded up, the dead ones, of course, and I bring them to the orcs. Again, approaching slowly with like no hint of conflict or anything, and I offer the chickens to them, and I say, "Now, why do you need food so badly?"
All of our stores were raided by the kobolds. We have no
Kobolds.
food for the winter.
Kobolds.
Interesting.
We could
that's a chicken.
deal with these kobolds
Could be.
if you'd like to help us.
Yeah, we could deal with them, and you can stop attacking this town
Yes.
or be threatening this town.
We were not going to attack. We were just simply coming by to investigate. Perhaps
Well-
there was some sort of trade that could be made.
Yes,
As you can
Okay,
see,
then
we
carry
would
on.
always be happy to set up trade with people. Profit is good for everybody.
The orcs
Yes.
bow their heads.
Apart from the chickens.
Yes, apart from the chickens.
Um, yeah. So, what do you guys do with these guys, with the orcs now?
We offer them chickens.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then
Offer them
Yeah.
chickens and ask what they know of these kobold
Kobolds.
that raided them.
they came in the night, in the dark. They came, they attacked. They broke into the storehouses. They took what they could, and then they fled. There were many of them. They were small and weak, but so many.
Have you got
Okay.
a clue from which direction they came?
The West.
And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I elaborate on my offer to help them get rid of the kobold threat, and stipulate that if we're to do so, we will need some armor and weapons if you have any to spare.
There are too many. We cannot handle them, and we are more than you.
I have a fierce legion of dogs at my command. I
Come
feel like we
on.
could destroy them.
have you
with
Borrow a
seen
couple
my
of your
flag
friends.
spear?
I snicker at the mention of this fierce legion.
I just like hold up my flag spear saying, it's a flag spear.
At this point, you hear a noise from behind you in town, and there is a young man. Well, some might call him an older boy. You know, it's that borderline, a man boy, kind of questionable, with a big rock in hand, and he's like charging at the orcs. And as he gets within, 30 feet, he just hurls the rock straight at the first orc he sees. Of course, missing completely, and setting the orcs on edge, who get their handbags and start whirling them around again as if they're going to strike.
So at this point, I turn to Archivist's character, and I was like, "Can you handle the orcs here for a second?" And I go over and I talk to the kid. What the hell was that about? You have a good-
The orcs are going to get us! They're
No.
here to kill us all!
No. I grab him by the shirt and say, "No, they're here for a business deal." And dang it, we're gonna get business.
You recognize this kid is kind of one of just the local. His dad is his uncle is the mayor, and his name is Leroy.
Leroy, listen to me.
Yes?
Go home now
Okay.
and tell your uncle that you almost ruined a very good trade deal that we had almost set up. And just you see what he thinks when you tell him that. You got that?
Okay. Okay.
And then I just kind of shove him a bit and say, and shoo him off.
Ship and Tail, I can't retcon that. That won't make any sense. Chip and Dale wanted the rock to become a bouquet of roses, and it can't do it. It breaks too many. It breaks too many things. Mick J Rock and Pyrosin, give me a moment. I'll do that stuff, but let me work into the storyline. You guys slow down. You can't work in this many details all at once. All right, let's just slow down. We got hours ahead of us. Okay. So Leroy heads back into home, back to where he was, and the orcs seem happy with their chickens and start ask you if you are.
I also apologize about that. I'm very sorry for him. He's a bit of a troublemaker, and he's not one to think his actions through.
Okay. Bob, I need you to make a willpower check for me. D20 plus 10.
I like how well timed it is, as it just appears on stream as you say it.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh
wait.
my
Yep.
Oh wow, yeah, totally.
He is immune.
Well,
I have nothing to say. It's just Bob being awesome.
Wait a minute.
Yes, that's a roll. Roll
Yeah.
them
That's a
Oh,
natural
that's
20.
it says
as chat predicted.
wait, no, that
he left out the D.
No, he didn't.
Ah.
was rolling
Slash
20
R.
plus 10.
D20. Because when you roll
Bob
20
was
plus
trying to do
Wow.
some fishy.
It's still a
right?
20.
yeah, it's still 20. Okay.
Oh,
I can't force characters to do things like that, so Bob makes his willpower check and is not charmed by the womanliness of the orc.
I look around for bubbles.
Give me a perception check, d20 plus 10.
Ooh.
26. You notice Bubbles is underneath the arm of one of the orcs, stuck between a bunch of chickens.
Is Bubbles moving?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. I slowly approach, and I kind of kneel down, face to face with Bubbles, and I say, "Now you be a good girl, Bubbles," and stand back up and say, "Take care of Bubbles for me."
It's like tucked underneath the arm of an orc, so you don't have to kneel, but yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, how tall are they?
orcs, they're like 6 feet tall. They're human size.
Okay.
Yeah, goblins are short, orcs are tall.
they're people size.
They're man size. Okay. Alright, so the orcs say that they'll take the chickens home, but that they would like to return tomorrow with a few more people and see if they can't negotiate some sort of trade, because they are completely out of supplies and the winter is coming.
just
Winter's coming.
Can't
I
say
suggest we
winter's
don't-
on the way anymore without people making.
I suggest we head off to the mayor then and explain that they weren't.
Right now.
Yeah.
And then we walk off to the mayor.
Okay. You guys head over to the mayor's office. And as I said again, mayor is a generous term. By day, he is a carpenter, but he also like works as the mayor. So he's kind of like, I mean, you know, it's a small town. It's a small town. You've got a population of like 150 people. So
Oh,
the mayor is not a full-time position. He's kind of like a volunteer sort of thing. I can't make it rain chocolate milk, but it does start raining.
I use my shovel as an umbrella.
Nice.
Okay.
can I kind of like, can I unravel the flag bit and like hold it above my head?
So you are not sacrificing yourself for your flag and your country.
It's a multi-purpose flag. You see, I think
Remember,
about my
He's
flags.
that guy.
You guys are
Yeah.
farmers. You don't mind a little water.
Yeah. I just got a hat on.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Then.
Seriously, guys.
Are you? I mean, you can totally use your flag as an umbrella, but you're, you know, sometimes it's the least of your worries in this day and age. But that's fine.
Let's keep moving then.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
that's
Anyway, you find the mayor hard at work, working on a chair for somebody in the next town over.
Right, so
Good
I
evening.
said, so we just met the orcs. A very interesting group of people there. Apparently, they were here to seek trade deals with us. And I think that could work out quite well. As
Yeah, Leroy told
Trade.
me.
good. He almost ruined it for us, which could have been very bad because apparently the orcs were raided by the kobolds and they were left with nothing. And I doubt we ever want to see a desperate orc when they want food.
Well, if they
So-
have goods to trade, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to meet with them and see if we couldn't set up some sort of trade deal. I'm sure that would help for us. Each PC rolls a d20. Roll of 1 equals struck by lightning. Oh, that sounds great. Everyone roll a
wow.
d20. If you roll a 1, you get struck by lightning.
I'm still
your
on
fingers,
water one.
guys.
Fantastic.
This is my first roll, so it's gonna be a 1.
No, it's
Thing-
not a
Ooh.
combat roll, but yeah.
Ooh.
Good thing I'm
Can I get
inside.
struck by lightning and redirect it back into the sky?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Ooh.
Is that a real roll?
Thunder.
That's a real roll. It has been 20 and everything.
Oh, looks like Queen and Country got wrecked.
What you get? This is what you get for disrespecting the English flag.
The flag
I'm on
conducts
flag.
the lightning.
Protect
Also, it
me.
might be a bad idea to be holding up a metal object in the rain and
Yes.
storming.
Just
It would
remember,
explain with holding the flag.
You had like
remember.
because the flag was tied to the pitchfork, so
guess
you
it's
have the
even
pitchfork
higher,
above your
and it's
head,
like, it just
and lightning bolt comes down, zaps you.
straight
You are
down.
knocked off your feet. You are not killed by it, but you are knocked unconscious and blown like 30 feet back.
As I just like fall to the ground, I just whisper, "It appears to me like I did its father."
Wow, that was a good one.
I can't believe it was me that.
I hurt my ears and tried to listen if anyone was yelling Dalama nearby.
You hear nothing else, nothing suspicious.
Oh.
So with this issue seemingly settled, and with the sudden thunderstorm and the injury of your friend, everyone decides to call it a day. It's been a strange fucking day. Unbelievably
Yeah.
because
strange.
it's been so strange, I'm going to turn to everybody that's left and say, well, with this new trade deal and the facts that there are kobold about, we might want to keep watch on the city. I mean, we can't do much, but we would at least be able to let everybody know if something is coming.
I volunteer.
I say we should try and acquire weapons and armor from the orcs with our trades in exchange for
Yes.
food and go
Yes, of course.
hunt the kobolds down
Yes.
and recover the stolen goods.
Yes. That is a wonderful idea. And so we set up a guard.
Yeah, I
And
volunteer.
just, oh yeah.
Who
Oh, well, I mean, I think
negotiates
we all
this
do it.
trade with who for the weapons and armor?
No, we're saying that's our plan for tomorrow,
Okay.
Yeah.
to negotiate with the orcs.
Okay.
How long will it be till I'm alive again?
I mean,
Less.
someone nearby picks you up, takes you somewhere safe, and you're awake in the morning with a crazy
Okay.
story and ridiculous nightmares.
Man,
And
Out of
just
curiosity,
a little,
holding my flag.
and just a little more hint of fanaticism.
and I have a question. Are his eyebrows intact?
They're slightly singed. Bob is
Yeah, I was
secretly a
known as, like,
Pokemon
in the
master.
thing,
If you
like-
won't allow that, when his health drops below 0 for the first time, he instantly revives at full health and doesn't know why. I won't revive him at full health for $1, but yeah, okay, sure, we'll work that in somehow.
He's a Pokemon master.
No, he's not a Pokemon master. That's ridiculous. There's no such thing as Pokemon.
I instruct
sure.
my dogs to keep watch over
Okay.
the city.
Okay. You guys go to sleep. The rest of the night is fairly uneventful. And the next day comes along, and sure enough, before the afternoon rolls around, you notice a pack of 6 orcs traveling towards the city, or towards the village, down from the hills in the forest to the north. You recognize one of them in particular as the one who you were talking to yesterday, and underneath her muscular and well-toned arm is Bubbles.
Good.
Bubbles
Obviously
in the
Bubbles
bag.
is okay. Yeah, in the handbags.
Is Bubbles in the handbag?
There is no handbag this time.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I guess they didn't want to bring their weapons. That makes sense.
Like handbags. I kind of want one. Like, just put that at the end of the flagpole spear. I just end up with, like, at the end of this, I'll just have a huge spear with, like, every weapon in the known universe on it. And I have, like, 2 crossbows, like
Okay.
a harpoon.
Anyway,
Anyway, as they approach, I agree to them. Welcome back. Or, were you going to say something?
No, Caney. Bad Caney. Yeah, so as you see them coming, and you see the mayor walking up kind of to come stand beside you and say, "Oh, so these are the orcs. Love to
Indeed.
meet them and chat with them."
Yes. Yes, there they are. And I greet them. Hello, and welcome. How are you doing today?
It's good to meet you again, human.
As well.
The mayor walks up to him and puts out a hand and shakes it briskly, saying, "Hi there, welcome to our town. I'd like to. I heard you had some trades yesterday with our friends over here." He kind of gestures to you. He works as a pet ferret. God, there's too many things going around in my head, and I can't bring them all to play. We heard that you were hoping to set up some sort of trade agreement, and we would certainly love to help you out with your situation. Our friends here said that you got raided by a pack of kobolds, was it? A large pack of kobolds?
Yeah, that's what they told us.
One of the players must talk in first person. Exina,
Yes.
the blow from the lightning has caused some interesting mental problems. For the next 10 minutes, you have to talk in first person.
So, like
First
normal.
person.
Does he mean?
Wait, is that what
I
you
guess he
said?
means third person. Right?
I think he
assumed
meant
first
third
person.
person. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he meant third
Okay.
person.
Okay.
Yeah, for the next 10 minutes, you have to talk in the third person.
Mr. Xena is pleased.
Yeah. And the orcs and the mayor kind of exchange words for a bit, and it seems like the orcs are willing to trade their some of their mining equipment and some of their ore in exchange for food, because they have a small
Good.
mining camp set up.
Oh, that's good.
Do we have blacksmiths in the village?
There is a blacksmith in the village.
Okay.
Can we
That's
head
good.
to the blacksmith then?
Conveniently enough, we are farm owners, all of us, and we have the food. So
Yes, good thing I'm well prepared for a situation like this because there's always time for profit.
well, boss, well told.
Thank you. Learned it from my dad.
At this point, the orc woman puts down Bubbles, and you notice at the same time she puts down a small ferret that she had in her other hand, and the two of them are playing together.
I kind of kneel down and greet Bubbles. Say, "How are you doing, Bubbles? Did they treat you okay?" And I'm assuming I can somewhat
Yeah, I mean, you have
tell
empathy
whether
with
or
your
not-
dog.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So as long as I can tell that she was treated okay, I won't do anything else.
Bubbles seems very happy to see you and a little bit eager to get away from the orcs. There's
Okay.
definitely like a communication of, "Oh my god, I am so
They're
happy to
orcs."
see you. Please don't let me go back there."
Yeah, I
But there's no
asked-
visual signs of abuse.
I asked the orc who was holding Bubbles what she plans to do with her.
Little dog, friend for little food, she says, pointing at the ferret on the ground. Keep food happy before I eat it.
I
Sometimes
say
it's
I don't
underfoot.
recommend you eat Bubbles. She actually has a debilitating disease that you really wouldn't want to be catching. It might infect the whole orc village you have over there, and everything would just go to shit. So I really wouldn't recommend at all that you eat her.
Oh, now I get it. She's named after the bubbles she gets from rabies.
Exactly.
The orc kind of frowns at you and says, "Why would you give us a dirty and disease rid?"
Knowing when a trade deal has potentially gone bad.
I apologize and say it was a matter that only came to my attention after you had left. I apologize for the inconvenience, and I'm sure I could give you more chickens in exchange for Bubbles back.
The orc bows her head to you in acknowledgement. And the mayor then invites the orcs out to dine with him to further discuss negotiations. While I think the 5 of you wanted to head off to the armory, the blacksmith.
Xena heads up to the armory.
I'm sorry, I
I'd
didn't hear
like
that.
to ask him what he can do with the ore I'll acquire.
Well, the ore isn't here. They're just talking.
Well, yeah.
He says, "Well, I use iron ore to smelt some iron, and then I use it to make all my tools and equipment, and nails and plows and whatnots, and hoosits and horseshoes and nails."
I asked if he would be interested in making some armor for us in a joint
Or weapons.
business venture.
What
of
sort of
sorts.
armor?
Anything really that would help us protect us against the kobolds we plan to go.
For that, we could always visit a tanner for simple leather armor. But
Yeah.
what we need your assistance with, Mr. Blacksmith, is weapons.
Well, weapons take a while to make. If you don't mind waiting a few months, I could make you a couple of swords, or I could probably get you a few spearheads in a week or two.
Xena wonders if you have anything pre-made.
Not in the
Oh,
weapon
yeah, I'm pretty
category.
sure-
It's kind of a small. I mean, I've got some stuff I made for myself, but those are objects of
Yeah, those
art
are
and
personal.
curiosity. They're personal. I don't really want to part with them.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
How long would it take for you to sharpen the end of this spade I have here? So I could
20
stab
minutes?
people.
10, 20 minutes?
Could you do it?
Wonders what you could do to make this spear flag better.
You mean the pitchfork?
Yes, the pitchfork flag.
Better. What do you mean
Just
better? It's a pitchfork.
please.
Would there be a way to sharpen it, or to rate it, or
Get
extend?
diamond tips.
Yeah, just diamond tip it.
He looks at you in a sign of great confusion and says, "I have no idea what you're talking about." Yeah, just give me that hoe. I got a whetstone over here. Just give me some, I'll call in a favor.
Yeah.
It's a small town. Everyone knows everyone. You'll feed them some food out of your whatever's.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've got it covered.
You.
Don't worry.
I totally know your name.
Yeah, it's Jason. At this point, Bubbles comes bounding over, being chased by this horrid little ferret that came from the orc, and they start running around the blacksmith. The ferret chasing the dog. Blacksmith starts backing up, hands in the air, goes, whoa, get away, and then starts sneezing uncontrollably and scratching at himself all over the place. Apparently, he is badly allergic to dogs.
Ferrets.
So Xena take this opportunity
dear.
to kind of take the flag pitchfork thing, kind of tilt it at him and say, "Hey, Xena has now shown you his power. I believe."
The fuck are you doing?
I
Put that. Are you
back.
threatening me?
Yeah.
What the fuck? He walks towards you,
I shove
and you shove who?
Xena.
Towards
What the hell are
him?
you doing?
Wait. Which direction do you shove Xena?
Away from the blacksmith.
Okay, I thought you were shoving him towards the
I
blacksmith for a moment.
just career into a wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty
So
much.
probably a bit off balance after being just struck by lightning.
Yeah. The blacksmith walks up to you, takes the pitchfork out of your hand as you're craning into the wall and on the floor, and just tries to snap it over his knee.
Don't you dare!
But embarrassingly fails to. He goes for the snap. Oh shit! It didn't bend, and my knee really fucking hurts now. Oh.
And at this point, I say, I broke your knee, just like I broke your father.
He just like puts
Xena.
his hand in his head. The dog runs up
I-
to him again. He starts sneezing and coughing, and then he like falls down onto his hands and knees and just like passes out from this like a sneezing fit that lasts a good 20-30 seconds.
Nice.
Ezekiel, evacuate the dog.
Yeah.
What's he got on him?
I assume Bubbles is still running around.
Bubbles is
being-
being chased by this ferret, like menacingly chased by
Okay,
the ferret.
Okay.
I go to intercept Bubbles and just kind of like kneel down
hmm
and motion for her to jump into my arms.
Bubbles jumps in your arms, and the ferret jumps after her. And lands on her
combat.
back as like Bubbles is climbing into your arms. Now you've got Bubbles and this ferret who's like trying to like crawl on top of your dog.
Okay, so I kind of try and poke the ferret off, like just try and push it off, like get out of here. What
And
are you
it
doing?
thinks it's like it holds on. It's like clearly trying to be on top of the dog in some way.
Okay,
So it's
I take one of the nails out of my bag, and I stab the ferret.
give me a d20 roll. Just a
Okay.
flat d20.
Oh dear.
6. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, you stab the ferret and you manage to rip the ferret off and badly wound it. The
Okay.
ferret limps away into like the
Well-
corner of the
I'm gonna
blacksmith
head
shop.
over to the ferret.
While he's messing around with the
Wait, you're heading over to the ferret? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the nail out.
Okay. And then
I'll try to see if I can find something to cover it with.
yeah, there's some hay lying about, and
Yeah.
whatever else you'd have in a blacksmith shop. But you've got something to staunch the wound with. Something
Yeah,
with which to staunch the wound.
I'll just tend to it right there.
Okay.
Whilst this is all going on, can I try and kind of get up and look at his find the personal items he was talking about?
Do I notice him trying to get up and rummage?
Yeah, and so does the blacksmith. And he tosses
thought he
your
was-
he tosses your flag
I thought he
spear.
was asleep.
Oh no, yeah, I totally forgot about him. He's asleep. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes!
sorry. He's totally asleep. Yes, you
But
do see
I'm
it.
not.
Right.
And I put a stop to this rummaging.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna freak the fuck out if he tries to steal anything.
It's like, I don't know what that lightning did to you, but do remember this is a small town. And when you get people in a small town angry at you, everybody's angry at you, and you never get to come back.
Xena, however, knows this is only a small town. The wider world probably won't mind. Also, nobody's going to notice, are they?
They seemed rather special to him. I'm sure he would notice right away. And it wouldn't take more than a few brain cells to figure out, hey, that guy who threatened me was probably after a better weapon. He probably took them. So, if you take anything, which I don't recommend you do, you're going to have to answer to not only the blacksmith, but me and Bob.
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I direct him out.
Can I just grab my spear flag pole?
I keep shoving him so he can't.
Okay.
I grab his spear thingy
I
and walk outside with it.
Okay, I kind of grab my spear flag thingy back.
I'll give.
Okay, you give it to him.
Cool.
So you guys, what are the rest of you doing after? Your business is done here? There's an unconscious blacksmith in his shop. What are you all
Yes.
doing?
I'm gonna check up on him.
He seems to be just like unconscious, just like passed out.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Let's go see how the trade deal's going. Yeah?
Good idea. Yeah.
As they walk round to
Just,
the
No,
I
I'm,
th-
I'm making sure Xena is with me,
oh,
within sight.
Okay.
that's amazing.
So the lot of you head over towards where this meal is being had. It's kind of out in the public area, and you get there.
Uh-oh, Bob dropped. Bob.
Bob.
I'll just say on the way over, I'll just tell some random guy that someone should probably check up on the blacksmith.
In a few minutes.
Okay.
Well, he should probably wake up from that in a few minutes. That's not something that is permanent.
Well, while we
And
wait
how
for
do you-
Bob to hopefully reconnect, this is actually a fairly good stopping point. We will come back in 3 minutes, 3 to 4 to 5 minutes, with the second part of One Shots chat. The other things that we haven't gotten to yet, I am going to get to. I'm just trying to find a way to work in the story and make it not ridiculous and lame. Please, I will veto things that are wildly that will hurt the show rather than help the show. So quality over quantity, my friends. All right, see you guys in 3 to 5 minutes.
Bye.
That's not the right overlay. There we
That's
go.
definitely not the right overlay.
We're playing StarCraft, guys.
All right. Where's the damn commercial button? All right, see you guys soon.
See you soon, Neil.